Hi, I'm Tricia Dunlap, a small business attorney with Dunlap Law in Richmond, Virginia. Here today to talk with you about the two types of limited liability companies. First of all, limited liability companies are a very flexible vehicle for doing business. They give you all of the protections from liability that a corporation gives you without many of the complexities and drawbacks that a corporation has. There are two different types of LLCs. First is called a manager-managed LLC. Under a manager-managed LLC, one person is designated as the legal agent for the LLC, and that one person is empowered to sign contracts or make promises or commitments on behalf of the LLC that the LLC is then legally bound to keep. This is the appropriate form of LLC if there are multiple members or owners of an LLC. If you're in business with friends or business partners, then you almost certainly are going to want a manager-managed LLC. And that manager could be one of the members of the LLC, and perhaps all of the members vote and give that manager a set term, perhaps a year, 2 or 3 year term to act as manager on behalf of the rest of the members and the LLC as a whole. Or, depending on how you want to operate your business, you could look outside of the membership of your LLC and you could hire a professional manager. This would essentially be like hiring a CEO of your business. And that professional manager would not be a member or an owner of the LLC, but they would have the legal right and duty to operate the LLC and be its agent and be accountable to the members. The second type of LLC is a member-managed LLC. Under a member-managed LLC, each and every member has the legal ability to bind that LLC to contracts or other commitments. If you're in business by yourself and you're operating your LLC by yourself, then you almost certainly have a member-managed LLC. Although, of course, this is a legal video, so there are caveats to that, which I can explain if you want to get in touch. But typically, if there's one member of an LLC, it's going to be a member-managed LLC. Under a member-managed LLC, because each person has the legal right to bind the LLC to obligations and commitments, you really don't want to use this form of LLC if you have more than one member, because essentially what you could get is a wild, wild west where you've got 2 or 3 or 4 members of the LLC who are all out running around signing contracts on behalf of the LLC. You may not even necessarily know what they're committing to. So this could be pretty dangerous if you have a multi-member LLC that is also a manager-managed LLC. So how are you going to designate whether you are a member-managed or a manager-managed LLC? Well, you will do that in the LLC's operating agreement. An operating agreement is a binding contract among the members of an LLC. It's an extremely important document that you absolutely need to get right at the beginning. This is not something that you want to download off the internet and DIY. I can't even tell you how many people hire us 3 or 4 years after they've done that in order to unwind all of the problems in their DIY operating agreement. The value of having an attorney is the advice we give you before you sign your operating agreement. You need to understand what's in the operating agreement and make sure that it fits the needs of how you're going to actually run your business. We can draft an operating agreement that will give you the manager-managed setup you need or the member-managed setup you need, depending on your own personal needs or you and your partner's personal needs and how you're going to run your business. I'm Tricia Dunlap with Dunlap Law in Richmond, Virginia. I hope this video has been helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.